Hello everyone and welcome to week 1 of February's coffee and card. I've got the dregs of a cup of coffee here to finish off, and we're starting with week 1. So I'm Linda from lindaspapercraft.co.uk, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK, and this is the first of 4 classes using the Rainbow of Happiness dies and stamps. And this month, because it's celebration as well, you all got a pack of this paper. So I've already opened mine because obviously I've used it for some of my cards, but some fabulous, beautiful, really colourful designs in here. So if you bought the kit from me, you've got a whole pack of this designer series paper, which is lots more than you actually need, together with your stamps there and your dies and your kit to make 4 cards. So we'll get started. If you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed already, please do so in the links below. And if you want to buy the kit, if you've not got it already, just send me a message and I'll sort out how we can do that. If you already have a demonstrator, then obviously you can buy the stamps and dies with her or him, and I'll let you have a price for just the kit. So just contact me and I'll let you know. Right, so this is the first card. So I just love this rainbow paper. It's absolutely beautiful. And I've made it a 10th fold card so that it'll stand up nicely here, and I've got a post-it note on the back with all the colours I've used. So I've used today Melon Mambo, Mango Melody, Granny Apple Green and Bermuda Bay. I've really gone with the brights this time. If you don't have those colours, then pop along to your stash and pick your own rainbow. And if you're struggling, just give me a shout and I'll give you some suggestions. Right, so we shall get started with some stamping. So I'll open the kit. Now, your kits are still in paper bags, but I was just thinking outside the box a bit about how we could reduce the amount. Oh, the sun's just come out. No, it's not too bad. How I could reduce the amount of packaging I'm using even more. So what I've done with mine is I've put everything in the envelope, then I've used a strip of paper and some washi tape to keep it closed and keep everything safe. So I'm trialling it this month. You never know, when I run out of paper bags, that could be where we're going next. Right, so I've popped everything you need in your kit, except you only get 3 of the little raindrops here. I've just kept this in to show you actually these silver and clear epoxy essentials. They come in circles, in diamonds, and then rain in droplets, and they come clear and they also come silver back, so they're really quite useful to have. You get 180 in a pack, and they're in the current catalogue, and so I've used 3 on the card today. So in your kit you'll just have 3 little droplets. Okay, then we've got a scrap of card for cutting out the clouds, your piece for your stamping, and then your card base. So I haven't cut out your rainbow paper because that is in your pack of paper. So we'll start with that. So I'll just get that out, and I've just made it 1/2 centimetre smaller than the card base. So I've also forgotten what the other side to this paper is, and can't find it. Right, let's have a look. So I've got so many beautiful papers. There it is. See, I went straight past it. So it's got the that's pool party, I would imagine, on the back there. Yes, it is. It's pool party. So even when you've done these cards, you still will have 3 sheets of that left to play with. And I've done the rainbow vertically. So, and I'm going to cut that at 14.4 by 10 centimetres. Get out the trusty strimmer. So I think I'm going to cut off this side. That's this one. I left the blue side on. This one, I think I'd like this pink to still be there. So I'm going to go, these are 6 inches square, these pieces. So I'm cutting that at 14.4. Do that. And then by 10. Okay, so you can still use that for something else. as well. They're just beautiful, aren't they? They really are. Okay. And that's just going to be stuck onto the front of your basic white card base. I've used the thicker basic white because the thinner one, although it's beautiful for stamping on because it's super smooth, it's a bit flimsy really to make a card base out of, so I've used the thicker for this one. And you're just cutting a piece of A4 paper in half lengthways at 10.5 centimetres and scoring at 14.85. So, and that's your basic 10-fold blank. Right, there we go. Okay, so that's the front of your card. Now we'll do some stamping. So, there we go. Right, so we're using the stitch shape framelit. This is the biggest of the stitch shape framelits, and I'm going to start with the biggest of the rainbow stamps. So, I've taken the acetate sheet off so it doesn't rattle, and the dies have stuck to it. So I keep my dies in the box with the stamps. So I'll pop those out for now, because I don't need them. I'm going to take the biggest one. Now with these, because they're curved, if you're not, you could easily distort them when you're putting them on your blocks and things like that. So what I tend to do is I just drop them onto the paper rather than... just get the stamp practice out, so that they hold their shape when you pick them up with your block or your stamp practice like I'm doing now. So let's just pop that out of the way, and I'm just going to pop this on here. So I'm only doing one card, so it doesn't really matter where I put it. So I'm dropping that down, and I just want it to come down a bit from the top, and I'm going to cover the bottom with... So I'm just trying to gently manoeuvre it so it keeps its shape, but it's somewhere in the middle. There we go. I'm going with that and sticking with it. I'm going to pick that up. And that's just moved. Let's just see. No. There we go, that's where it was. Right, and we're going to start with, do you know, Melon Mambo. My head just went completely blank there of what colour we were using here. So this is the Melon Mambo. So I'm just stamping, just inking the raised part of the stamp there. And I'm just going to drop that down. Okay, there we go. So that's the first piece. Now, to pop that off and just add the second rainbow. So this one's just going to fit underneath. There we go. And this one is in, let me double check. I've already got the colours on the back, haven't I? We're going with Mango Melody, I think. Yay! I'll take that out and then I can see it. These are weird post-it notes my daughter got me. They sort of cling, they don't glue. But the ink runs on them, so you've got to be careful. Mango Melody. For my yellow. I love this because it is a really warm yellow. So, just put that on. Oh, missed a bit. See, that's the thing about your stamp apparatus. You can come back in and do that. I've just re-inked that, as you can see, because it's a bit juicy. So, and then just popping this away. I'll just wipe that off, and And then we'll get the next one in, which is this one. Okay, so just popping that there. And this one I have done in Granny Apple Green. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Thank you. So Granny Apple Green. So I stuck with a very bright palette because it's a bright. The DSP is very, very bright. Okay, that goes on there. The teeny weeny one at the bottom. Now this one is in Bermuda Bay, and I've used Bermuda Bay to do the other details on the rainbow as well. So, and I know those of you who did, oh, I can't remember which one it was now, but we did do a coffee and card that had Bermuda Bay. It was the Biggest Wish happy birthday one that we had Bermuda Bay and Calypso Coral in. So you do have Bermuda Bay if you did that coffee and card. Just slightly off to that side, aren't we? Oh, it's fine. It's not, you know, exact. It's not. It's quite a loose fitting rainbow. They don't line up absolutely perfectly. So, and then we need Sending You a Rainbow of Happiness, and this one goes on the Melon Mambo. So I'm just lining that up. Oh gosh, that sun's really coming out now, which is fabulous. You don't want to be complaining. This bit's just coming out through the gap in my stamps. Don't move, thank you. Right, so I'm just going to stamp on the sentiment, sending you a rainbow of happiness. There we go. Just gonna a little bit more on. There we go, that's better. And then finally I'm just going to add these stripes on the Granny Apple Green. Stripe of the rainbow. There we go. So just a little bit of extra fanciness and detail. And again, I'm using the Bermuda Bay for this. There we go. Okay, so you can do this with blocks if you want, or you can do it with your stamping platform if you've got one. It does just make things a little bit easier when you're lining things up. Okay, so pop that off and pop this away. So, there we go. And now I'm going to just cut out the leaves, the clouds, using my little mini die cutting machine, which I absolutely adore. So cute. Okay, so I'll pop that there. So just get it out. Just keep it on a shelf just next to my desk. So it's really convenient. And I've just used one of each cloud basically. So excuse the noise while I'm doing it. So you pop your platform in. And then you've all got some scraps of white. Probably more than you need, and I'm just positioning the clouds just on the machine. Just going to feed it through. Feed it back in. You probably don't need to feed it back because there really isn't much detail. And they've all beautifully come out. Look at those little clouds. How cool are they? Okay, so you've plenty left over if you want to add some extra clouds. now we've got everything ready, we just need to build the card itself. So I'm just going to pop those in the box so they don't go astray. So I've actually double layered this card. Double dimensioned it, which if you're sending it through the post in the UK, you will need to send it as a large letter because it'll be more than 5mm thick. So if you want to send it through the post, I would just use the dimensionals on the clouds and leave the ones. I've not used the ones on the trying to find some normal size dimensionals. They're only little ones. So in that case, I am just going to stick this down. So this one will go through the post because it's stuck flat. If you leave it on dimensionals like that, it still go through the post, but you have to pay extra. Okay, so for this one, I am going to glue it flat. But you can do it either way. That just goes in the middle. It's just gorgeous and so bright. Okay, and then I just took the clouds, and I glued a big one sort of there and one of the little ones. Perhaps was it that one? Can't decide. That one there. Just make sure you're not covering. So I did it so that it's sort of just going just under the sentiment. So these two are glued and the other two are on dimensionals. So, there we go. So that's one. Just there. And the second, it's just here. There we go. And then I'm just putting some little dimensionals on here. So I'm going to use my pokey tool. Right, so the nice thing about our pokey tool is you've got a spatula on one end and then you've got an actual pokey tool on the other. So I'm just going to pick up one of the dimensionals. Pop it there, another dimensional, just put it next to it, that's great, and take the paper off, if it'll let me, there we go. It's escaping. Okay, so, and I'm just going to pop this, not there. So it's still covering up the rest of the rainbow. And we've got the sending. And then the other one, which is here. So same again. Using the smaller dimensionals. Just putting those on the back there. Let's see if I haven't got enough nail. I used to have acrylics, gel on my nails, and since I've stopped having it, my nails have been dreadful. So they all keep breaking, so they're really short. So there we go. Okay, so there's your card. Just need to get these little gems on. Just 3 little raindrops. So as you say, those are the silver ones, then you can see the clear ones. So I think I might go with, because I have a choice, I'm going to go with the clear ones this time. So, and I've just put them in a little group. So, one here. Yeah, I thought I was putting it on upside down then. Another one there, and then the third one. just there. So there we go. So both slightly different. That one flatter with the clear drops. This one slightly raised with the silver drops, which will be why you will have the silver droplets on yours. So I'm really pleased with that card. I think it's really pretty. You could always use your leftover designer series paper to decorate inside the card. Maybe put a strip on like that. That would look nice. So, or even a line of it on the bottom, because it's wide enough to go on the bottom, so it's up to you. But I think that's a really pretty card to cheer somebody up. Right, so that's it for this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye.